None. A broad has to have respect for her man because she is representing her man. Just because you are being disloyal and disrespectful, because you are here entertaining other pimps. You coming on here and saying that you don't respect your man or that you don't have to, and then your man doesn't give a shit. If your man doesn't care, about what you're doing and how you represent him, that is a major problem. A man is supposed to care about how you represent him in the streets. Whether it's out in public, whether it's on this social media, it doesn't matter. You are a representation of him. So you cannot be out there acting like a fool, talking about you a comedian, basically, getting in on other people's ass who you feel are not real pimps or not. First of all, a hoe can never say who's a real pimp or not. That is not a hoe's place to ever say who's a real pimp or not. Just like this funky trophy hoe right here, talking nonsense. If she had a man that would see her doing that, he'd smack the shit out of her for speaking on another man. It's not a hoe's place to speak on another man. Ever. No matter what you think, you keep those opinions to yourself. If you never paid that man, you can never say whether he's a pimp or not. That is not a hoe's place. And if you notice, a lot of these hoes, they love to say that the dude they were just with, oh, he was not pimping because he did something she didn't like. So automatically, he's not the pimping. Because she did something that hurt her feelings. Or because she didn't get something that she wanted. So automatically, he's not what she said or what he said he is. Hoes need to learn their place. And they need to understand, most importantly, their position. Your position is not to be talking to other pimps, talking about other pimps, entertaining nobody. You're not an entertainer, you a hoe. So play the role of a hoe. You're supposed to want to represent your man to the highest level possible. Not make him look like a fool. Because I tell you right now, that broad, the slim broad, her man look like a fool to me. And I don't care who he is. I want to know who he is. Because I want to ask him. Why you letting that bitch do whatever she wants to do and take your name and drag it around? A whole pimp is saying that you look like a fool. Because you letting the bitch do whatever she wants. And she's admitting to being that, saying he's going to come and get the trap and he's going to laugh at all this. So he's another entertainer and a clown. There's no real pimping going on there. He probably comes, gets the trap, and goes to his girlfriend's house or something like that. I don't respect that kind of shit. Your hoes don't got no business on Instagram. I've said this before. If your hoes got an Instagram page, cool, they got a page. They posting hoe shit. And the only ones following them are hoes. That's the only ones that's supposed to follow a hoe. A hoes. My hoes will have Instagram. You won't see not one pimp follow my motherfucking hoe. As a matter of fact, their page is private for a reason. Because only a hoe is going to be accepted. And the only reason why even a hoe is going to be accepted is so the hoe can campaign for me. So when they see how one of my hoes is living, now it's going to plant the seed in that other hoe's head and say, damn, that bitch got this going on, that going on. She's living like this and that. Now she's going to question the situation that she's in. Because the pimp is going to be working even through his hoes. So you got your pimp or your boyfriend or whatever the fuck he is looking like a whole lame because you want to entertain and nobody could tell you what to do. Shit, if nobody could tell you what to do, then you shouldn't be serving a pimp, because that means that you're not a submissive bitch. You just willing to pay somebody because you think that that's what you're supposed to do, because you think that's all a hoe does. A hoe represents her man. I can't see the comments right now. I've lost them a long time ago, but whatever's being said don't matter. It's what I'm saying here that matters. You're supposed to be a representation of that man. How you making your man look like a whole clown too, because you want to be a clown and putting yourself on the circus, being frontline instead of representing him correctly. There was a whole lot of things that was said by the young lady the other day that made a whole lot of sense. She made a whole lot of sense. But what she said today made none. None. It showed character. It showed that she runs the show. At the end of the day, she's going to run the show, because if your man, if any pimp lets you slide with any small little thing, from the smallest of things, he lets you slide, all he's worrying about is the money. He ain't trying to have a disciplined bitch. He ain't trying to have a bitch doing what he needs her to do. Because a hoe is supposed to be doing what she needs to do, not what she wants to do. On this next topic, let me chime off and chime back in because I need to see the comments on my next topic.